He's gonna be the man.
So we've been running this space for about 3 years,
Yeah.
or just over 3 years, I guess now. I think we technically moved in right, but there were delays in moving in, and we finally, I think, opened the space in January
Yes.
of 2015. No, 2014.
14. Maybe not, maybe it's 15.
2015, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 2015. January 2015.
So that's 2 years.
Is it just 2 years?
January.
I guess. Yeah.
15, 16, 17. Yeah, 17 to 18. No,
Yeah.
you're right. I can't do
Okay.
math.
We had a slightly interesting origin story, I think, in this space, in that a lot of us were involved in a fab lab that was located here in Rhode Island. And we had started a 3D printing meetup group and kind of a weekly like hack night that we were all getting together and working on things. And what we just kind of realized was that the Fab Lab model and the other space didn't work for what we wanted to do. Fab Lab model was far more about tool rental and, talking about being part of, the MIT Fab program and things. And we were far more interested in community and people working together and actually building stuff. And so a lot of the people that had been involved in the 3D printing meetup, 3D PPVD, and all kind of gathered together, and we realized we just want to start our own space. And so about 12 or so of us all just banded together and said, let's do it. And so we started looking around, and we held a meeting in this building for one of the 3D PVD buildings. I really liked the building, liked the landlord, and just asked them if there was space available, and there was, and bam,
And here we are.
there's space.
Right.
So, and then it just kept growing from there.
Yeah, we moved from upstairs in a small space, where we say 16 by 16 or something like that,
Something like that.
and then down here to the 2 big rooms we have now.
So there's always hurdles and problems in getting any hackerspace started. I mean, we benefit from the fact that this is the second space that I have founded. One of our other members had been a founder at another space in Baltimore, Baltimore Node, Kelly Egan, and now he's helped build this space also. You were of course involved in Hack Pittsburgh also, and so some of us had a lot of experience from running other hackerspaces, and it made it easier in some ways getting started. I mean, there's always going to be people who still don't get it and come on board, and it's not what they wanted it to be. And there's always going to be stumbling blocks. So we've had lots of issues as far as like actually getting our space done with our landlord, who we love our landlord, but we're not always the highest priority on his list of getting things done. And yeah, but nothing that's been earth shattering. We're still plugging along. Faster growth would be nicer. Getting more people, again, getting the word out and getting more people involved would be nice. But that always comes with the territory. I mean, again, here in Rhode Island, the problem is nobody wants to drive.
Right.
Any distance whatsoever. They joke in Rhode Island that if you're going to the next town over, you have to pack a lunch because
Or an overnight bag.
Yeah, because it's such a trip. It's not, obviously. It's a tiny little state, but we run into those hurdles of if we're not your next door neighbor, then it's the hurdle of coming to the space is too great for you to get here.
Plus, we're outside the big city,
Right.
so that makes it a little bit difficult, I think, as well.
Right. For being a little space and young, I think we've done a lot, especially in the maker community and things like that. I mean, we've been very active in Maker Faire. We run an event at World Maker Faire called Mobo Paddle Battle, which is taking off more and more, which is a challenge to design 3D printable paddle boats that individuals race against each other in a drag race style race. And we've had a great sponsor of CNC who have been donating printers to our winners the past couple of years. But we're really seeing that kind of take off on an educational side. A lot of schools wanting to run a paddle battle within their actual school. So it's, that's felt really good that, a group project that came out of here is now starting to spread. Literally globally, there's a high school in Australia running Mobo paddle battle. And so that's been really great. We've been the home the past 2 years to the Make digital fabrication shootout. Thanks to my job and organizing that. And so, that's kind of a nice little calling card for our space of, people flip open their issue of Make, and in fact, we had a gentleman stop in today, and, that's how he found out about us, is he flipped open his issue of Make and was flipping through and reading it and realized, holy crap, these guys are in my backyard.
Right.
Again, for being a little space.
Yeah.
I got to speak at the White House last year. That was
That's
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for Nation of Makers.
Yeah. So we do a lot for. So membership within our space is $50 a month, and that gets you access to the space on members nights to begin with, which are currently Wednesday and Friday nights from 7 p.m. on. Once you've been around for a while and we realize that you're safe and you're not driving everyone crazy, and we can trust you with the equipment and trust you not to drive off other members, then a member will put you up for vote. And then if you're voted in by the membership who are attending that particular meeting, then you get a key, and it's 24/7 access to the space. What are we looking forward to in the future of this space? Getting more organized.
Definitely more organized.
Trying to, get equipment in a better fashion, or placed in a better fashion, because we have great equipment. But getting equipment placed in a better fashion that's more easily used by members. And then, continued growth, both on members as well as, trying to add potentially extra sections within our space. OceanStateMakerMill.org or awesome.rocks.